So what are your names?
Elise. Up to you. My name's Elise.
And my name's Rich.
Okay. What are your job titles?
I'm a senior games designer on Total War Warhammer.
And I'm an animator.
You do Warhammer as well?
Yeah.
And who do you, well, I know Warhammer, but who do you work for?
So we work for Creative Assembly, which is a company owned by Sega.
How did you start to get into the games industry? So, like, how did the career path start?
I started in a QA background, so I started out at EA.
Yeah.
And I kind of got fortunate enough to hear a job position working on Battlefield as a level designer, so I applied for that and I got to work on that game. And following that contract, I decided that I wanted to keep in the games industry, so I pursued that career and I got a job here in Creative Assembly.
How did I get in? So I went to university and studied animation, and I got in with a really good group of people, and our end of year trailer thing got noticed by CA and they got us all down for an interview. I was lucky enough that I had like a really good show reel and got hired, so it was like lucky.
What is the best way for us to get a job or career in the games industry, if you have any advice?
Show us your passion, show us what you're good at, tell us what you're good at, and you know,
Definitely show us. Like, oh my
yeah, don't rest on the CV. Bring a portfolio, and just really highlight what you're passionate and good at, and we'll see if that fits for one of our roles.
Would you say that's the key point, the key main thing?
Working hard, being passionate.
Yeah.
That'll get you 90% of the way.
Yeah.
As long as you're like
going above and beyond what is expected of you. So if you do your degree and you just literally do your degree and stop there, that's probably not going to cut it, to be quite honest. So if you want to make a game on the side, or some mods or some maps, or even write up some designs, depending on what you want to get into, if you bring us that, that's what's going to get you noticed.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I think also it's important that if you want to work in a AAA studio, you have to pick something you want to specialise in sooner rather than later. There's been a lot of people today who have been like, oh, I'm not really sure what to work on, and it's like, that's fine, but you can't really get employed as a jack of all trades unless you work in an indie company or like a mobile game studio where there's not that many people. Right now, it's like, you're an animator, you're a ringer, you're not like, I'm a 3D generalist, so just pick something you're really, really passionate about. We'll hook your socks off, get lots of feedback, get like, I mean, like this, like, so I'm an artist, I'm an animator, so I've got to like constantly show my work and be like, look at this, what's wrong with it, be as brutal as possible, rip it to shreds, and then I've got to go and fix it all, and you just keep doing that until you learn how to see those mistakes yourself and how to be good as an artist. And you know, when you meet people in the industry, and when you go for interviews, you really want to be like, I really want to work here, and I know about your games. Like, don't turn up and be like, oh yeah, you guys make that, you know, the one with the people, yes, it's a good game with the things. And it's like, you know, do a bit of research before you go for interviews and stuff, and like, just be prepared. Know that if you've worked hard, you've earned it, and just like keep trying. It'll happen eventually, as long as you're putting the effort in and you really want it.
Yeah, make sure you keep going at it, you know. If one place says no, keep going, and ask them why they said no, so that you can learn from that and correct that.
And then so you're able to find a way and develop from there.
Yeah. It's worth knowing that if you want to get into something like character art or concept art, they're like right at the top of the scale of things that are most competed against and require the most skill to get into. So if there's one of those two things that you're really passionate about, it might be worth considering getting a different job like environment art first, and then working on that to the side, just because it takes so much skill to really get there, but it'll happen. Do what you love, that we do.
Go for it.
Thanks.
Would you, like, off the record, do you need a degree specifically to get the job?
No.
Would you say it's
So you
more
just need
based
to
on...
have like experience.
Yeah, my degree is in automotive and mechanical engineering.
Oh,
So I know about cars, right?
The thing is that especially if you're an artist, you want to be an artist and you don't have a degree, you have to be a certain sort of person that you will discipline yourself to doing stuff. Because like I know a lot of people who have taught themselves how to be good and have got jobs in the industry, but they're a very specific sort of person that's very driven, that is going to get up early, is going to work late, and is really going to push to make themselves better. You know, if you're the sort of person that without someone looking over your shoulder, it's not going to happen, then it's worth going for a bit of push. And also gives you like that experience of working with people, especially if you are quite sure what you want to do, or if you want to really like fulfill like what you want to do, then it's a good way of exploring options. I feel like it's super different to the process. It's basically all about
It's worth taking your time to figure out what you want to do and what you're passionate about, because that'll just come out when we like have an interview.
Yeah.
And then we'll be like, oh right, you like this, I've got a role for that, there you go, I'm going to put you into that role. Whereas if you're like a bit kind of like this and kind of like that, then you're not going to stand out as much as the next guy who says, I want to do characters or whatever it is.
Plus, if you like are going to go to a specific company, try and tailor your showreel to that company. Because like, if you show me like a bunch of really cartoony animations, it's like, okay, you can animate cartoony stuff, but that's not what we do, so I don't actually know if you can do that. So I can't hire you even if the animations are good. So, try and tailor it to the company you're working for. And I've had quite a few people to me say like, oh, are you interested in working in CA? And they're like, oh, just any job's good. And I'm like, ooh, that's not really what I want to hear. So don't say that, because it's like, okay, maybe you're desperate to get a job, but you want to be passionate about this stuff. Because otherwise it's like, oh yeah, you're really enthusiastic about this, aren't you?
Yeah, I mean that's just a blind basically.
Like, well, if you've not even bothered to like look at who we are or what we want to do, then it's
Yeah, and then we'll say, so why do you want to work for us?
and they're like, ooh, that's what I do.
I had that the other day. I had to interview someone one day, and he was a bit like that. And he was like, I don't know what I want to do. It's like, hey, it's a shame.
I know what I want to do already.
Good.
I want to do like character design and stuff like that.
Awesome. I've worked really hard to do it.
I've been drawing since like up in November.
Well, great. If you have any stuff to show, we've got amazing character writers around behind you who can like really give you some proper feedback on what the best ways to improve as an artist are and what kind of stuff they're looking for in their portfolio. Like I had some people ask me, and they're like, they didn't even know that character artists look at how well you break stuff down, your UV mapping, like texturing and stuff like that. You really need to show them.
Yeah, because that's an important part of the job as well. It's like you make pretty stuff, but it all has to fit. You can only get so much stuff on a texture sheet, and it's just the same in my discipline in design. You have to scope the game down because you've only got a finite amount of time to do it. So it's a process which you come to understand with time, and if you can show time management skills as well, that's very, very good as well.
And working in a team.
Yes. Yeah, because we're a big team, so like...
If you're going to be the sort of person that's going to get on everyone's nerves, then even if you're a great artist, we're probably going to hire you, because it's like, you can't work well and take criticism and be part of the team, then what's the point we are a team? If you don't want to fit in with that, there's no room for you.
I mean, that's what we do, we'll go to John in, and if I've got a unit that we want to create, he'll do the look for it, and then I'll talk to Elise about how she's actually going to animate it, and it's that overall vision that hopefully we all share, and add in sound and all the different disciplines. It's a real team effort.
All has to work together.
Yeah, because we're all specialists in our own different ways. If it's an indie company, it's quite different, but when you get to the games of our nature, that's how we operate.
It's also like when you see people who can't take crit, it's like, you do realise like, when you're going to be an illustrator, people are going to be ripping your work apart. Like I have weekly animation meetings where I have to pull my work up on a big screen and they go, that's rubbish, fix that. And I'm like, oh, it's so rubbish.
She did have that.
But you've got to go away and you've got to like, you have to constantly be trying to get the best work out of it. To do that, you've got to...
You don't get that now, do you?
Huh?
You don't get that now.
No, it's all perfect now. Because of all the crit. Yeah.
that answer all your questions?
Yeah, yeah.
Thanks.
No problem, guys.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Good luck.
Yeah, really good luck.
Yeah.